Hello, this is Faith at Catholic Unschooling Coach, and I thought I would do a video today. I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks. I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to talk briefly about journaling, the role of journaling in keeping your sanity and not letting your insecurity and your doubts get a hold of you. As when you're unschooling, I found that journaling was a lifesaver. It really saved me whenever I would go through those periods of doubt where you're sort of comparing your kid to the standards of learning or whatever the curriculum, the scope and sequence that they're supposed to be following for their grade, or comparing them to other kids who are doing school at home type stuff. And so you can get really nervous about that kind of stuff, and sometimes you're so close to something you don't see what's really going on. And also the very nature of learning can be quite interior. It's not on the surface. You might think your kid isn't picking up something, and then months later you suddenly have a conversation about it, and you're surprised at how much they knew about something. And it's really amazing when that happens. So I think, and sometimes our anxiety blinds us as well, because we're so busy comparing, we're so busy being anxious that we don't see what's really going on. We don't appreciate what's going on in the very informal and sort of vague way that it can be when you're unschooling. So journaling is the answer. And I got this idea from Leonie Westenberg, who is an old-time unschooler from Australia. And I remember way back before Facebook even, it was the Charlotte Mason. There was a Yahoo group. There was a Charlotte Mason Yahoo group, and she mentioned it on that, and it really saved me. And I wasn't a consistent journaler. I just did it when I was going through insecurity, or I felt the need for it, and it always reassured me, because the thing is, I couldn't write it all down. I would realize how rich the day was. I could not write down every single point where my kids were learning something. So, and you have to include everything, right? So you have to include music you were listening to, and remarks they made, and you notice they used a new vocabulary word. Everything counts when you're living your learning. And it would always reassure me. And I would just journal on my Word program on my computer. I would just sit down, and it would be stream of consciousness, and I would just start writing down what everybody did. I wasn't very organized about it, because it just sort of flowed out of my head, and I would remember. I would try to put it, because I have 5 kids, I would try to put the name of the child, and then I would just try to remember everything about interaction with that child, or everything I observed, or what was going on. And then the next one, and then if you do that, if I did it just for a couple of days, sometimes it was just one day, and I would realize, oh my goodness, we learned so much today. They were, they might not have sat down and done a lesson in something. There might have been nothing concrete. It might have been that, we listened to some stories, or we talked about, gravity, or just all sorts of things. Or they decided to cook something, or they decided to, some sort of life skill thing. And it just will really reassure you how rich everything is. And the last couple of weeks, maybe, excuse me, I've been going to this one, I'm sorry, I'm getting a frog in my throat suddenly. But the last couple of weeks I've been going to this one group on Facebook. I don't know why. I don't think it's Catholic or anything like that. I haven't really been doing much on homeschooling on Facebook lately. But this is called Almost Unschoolers. And I've been I've been on this group for a while, but I don't always comment. And just, I don't know, lately I've felt more, I don't know, talkative or something. So I have been. And just today, somebody was saying, well, I keep trying to strew and my kids won't pick up on it. And, they'll ask a question, we'll go and research it, and then they won't be interested anymore. Or they'll show interest in something and then I'll go get the materials. And then by the time they get them, they're no longer interested. And so I asked her, well, what do your kids do when they're not prompted by you? And she said, well, they play outside. What did she say? They paint, they draw, they code, they watch TV and YouTube videos. Well, all those things are, strewing doesn't necessarily mean you have to put it out there, right? Or it has to be a response to the kid asking a question. Because sometimes you can, for my kids, that just killed their joy. They were just making casual conversation, and I'm so anxious that they're going to learn, that I want them to learn something, that the minute they express the least bit of interest in something, just jump on it, and try to make it educational. And you ruin it. You ruin it by doing that. Maybe it works for some kids, but my kids, they would back off. They didn't want me interfering. And so I had to learn to let go of that expectation and just trust that they were going to learn. Right? Their brains are designed to absorb information. Little children are designed to learn through imitation and relationship and conversation and exploration and play. And they do all that naturally. And whenever they interact with the world, strewing is going on. It might not be you doing it, but whenever they go out, they might observe something new. Watching a TV show, they'll learn stuff. Watching YouTube, they'll learn stuff. Learning to draw and paint, that's wonderful. You're learning a lot from that. Learning to code, that's great. So I don't think she needed to do what she thought she needed to do. They were going to do it anyway. So don't put that on yourself that you have to see the immediate benefits of strewing for your kid. Now, I would strew for my kids, but I had to be completely detached emotionally. It either worked or it didn't work. If it didn't work, I just put it away and I would bring it out in a few months or in a couple of years, or maybe I'd just get rid of it because it just never worked. But you just can't, and what might flop with one kid will be a real hit with another kid too. So like I had 5 kids, 11 years apart. So, they were all going through different phases and different interests. And if I got something for one of the older kids and it just never took off, it would take off for one of the younger kids. So, but journaling is what helped me see all that. It helped me be more detached because it made me feel secure in the fact that they were always learning. Children are natural learners. They were designed that way. You just have to create an atmosphere and, the opportunity for them to do their thing. That's it. That's your responsibility. Of course, you want to instill good values and the faith and that sort of thing. But you really don't need to get intense about it. So you have to let go of your expectations, I think. And that's hard to do. But journaling really, really always helped me. Because then right away I would see, through unschooling eyes rather than through the kind of worldly, institutional expectations. So that's all I'm going to say. I highly, highly encourage you to journal and see what I'm talking about. And let me know, if anybody wants to respond, let me know how journaling helped you. Did it help you? How did you do it? Maybe you were more elaborate than I was. But I do really think that journaling, the learning that goes on in your home, is a lifesaver. It's a sanity saver, I think, for the unschooling parent. So that's it from me. Take care and happy learning. Bye.